Day 5 of 365. Genesis 9, Genesis 10, and Psalm 5. God's covenant with Noah. God blessed Noah and his sons and said to them, "Be fruitful, multiply, and fill the earth." Thank you. The fear and terror of you will be in every living creature on earth, every bird of the sky, every creature that crawls on the ground, and all the fish of the sea. They are placed under your authority. Every creature that lives and moves will be food for you. As I gave the green plants, I have given you everything. However, you must not eat meat when its lifeblood is in it. And I will require a penalty for your lifeblood. I will require it from any animal and from any human. If someone murders a fellow human, I will require that person's life. Whoever sheds human blood, by human's blood, his blood will be shed. For God made humans in His image. But you, be fruitful, multiply, spread out over the earth, and multiply on it. Then God said to Noah and his sons with him, "Understand that I am establishing my covenant with you and your descendants after you, and with every living creature that is with you, birds, livestock, and all wildlife of the earth that are with you, all the animals of the earth that come out of the ark. I establish my covenant with you that never again will every creature be wiped out by floodwaters. There will never again be a flood to destroy the earth." And God said, "This is the sign of the covenant I am making between me and you and every living creature with you, a covenant for all future generations. I have placed my bow in the clouds, and it will be a sign of the covenant between me and the earth. Whenever I form clouds over the earth and the bow appears in the clouds, I will remember my covenant between me and you and all the living creatures. Water will never again become a flood to destroy every creature. The bow will be in the clouds, and I will look at it and remember the permanent covenant between God and all living creatures on earth." God said to Noah, "This is the sign of the covenant that I have established between me and every creature on earth." Prophecies about Noah's family. Noah's sons who came out of the ark were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Ham was the father of Canaan. These three were Noah's sons, and from them the whole earth was populated. Noah was a man of the soil, began with planting a vineyard. He drank some of the wine, became drunk, and uncovered himself inside his tent. Ham, the father of Canaan, saw his father naked, and told his two brothers outside. Then Shem and Japheth took a cloak and placed it over both their shoulders, and walking backwards they covered their father's nakedness. Their faces were turned away, and they did not see their father naked. When Noah awoke from his drinking and learned that what his younger son had done to him, he said, Canaan is cursed. He will be the lowest of slaves to his brothers." He also said, "Blessed be the Lord, the God of Shem. Let Canaan be Shem's slave. Let God extend Japheth. Let Japheth dwell in the tents of Shem. Let Canaan be Shem's slave." Now Noah lived 350 years after the flood, so Noah's life lasted 950 years, then he died. 10. The Table of Nations. These are the family records of Noah's sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. They also had sons after the flood. Japheth's sons, Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshach, and Teres. Gomer's sons, Ashkenaz, Riphath, and Togarmah. And Javan's son, Elisha, Tarshish, Gidom, and Dodanim. From these descendants, the people of the coasts and islands spread out into the lands according to the clans of the nations, each with his own language. Ham's son, Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. Cush's sons, Sheba, Hava, Sebta, Rama, and Sebteka. And Rama's sons, Sheb and Dedan. Cush's father, Nimrod, who began to be powerful in the land. He was a powerful hunter in the sight of the Lord. That is why it is said, like Nimrod, a powerful hunter in the sight of the Lord. His kingdom started with Babylon, Erech, Akkad, and Calneh in the land of Shinar. From that land he went to Syria and built Nineveh, Rehoboth, Kalal, and Resen, between Nineveh and the great city of Kala. Jeez, oh, peace. Mizraim fathered the people of Lud, Anan, Lahab, Naphtah, Pathros, Kaslah. The Philistines came from them, and Kaphtor. Canaan fathered Sidon, his firstborn, and Heth, as well as the Jebusites, the Amorites, the Girgashites, the Hivites, the Akites, the Sinites, the Arvadites, and the Zemarites, and the Hamathites. Afterward, the Canaanites clan scattered. The Canaanite border went from Sidon, going toward Gerar as far as Gaza, and going toward Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, and Zeboiim as far as Lasha. These are Ham's sons by the clans according to the languages and the lands of their nations. And Shem, Japheth's older brother, also had sons. Shem was the father of all the sons of Ebar. Shem's oldest sons were Elam, Asher, Arpachshad, Lud, and Aram. Aram's sons were Uz, Hul, Getar, and Mash. Arpachshad fathered Shelah, and Shelah fathered Eber. Eber had two sons. One name was Peleg. From during the day of the earth was divided, his brother was named Joktan, and Joktan fathered Amadad, Shelef, Hazar, Maveth, Jerah, Hadaram, Uzal, Dikla, Obal, Abimael, Sheba, Ophir, oh my gosh, Havilah, and Jobab. All these were Joktan's sons. Their settlements extended from Mesha to Safar, the eastern hill country. These are Shem's... What?
You're almost done.
Yes. These are Shem's sons by the clans according to the languages and the lands of their nations. These are the clans of Noah's sons according to the family records in their nations, and the nations on earth spread out from these after the flood. Psalm 5.
You literally have this.
I know. I was trying to find it. The refuge of the righteousness. Listen to my words, Lord. Consider my sighing. Pay attention to the sound of my cry, my King and my God, for I pray to you. In the morning, Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning, I plead my case to you and watch expectantly. For you are not a God who delights in wickedness. Evil cannot dwell with you. The boastful cannot stand in your sight. You hate all evildoers. You destroy those who tell lies. The Lord abhors violent and treacherous people. But I enter in your house by the abundance of your faithful love. I bow down towards your holy temple in reverential awe of you. Lord, lead me in your righteousness because of my adversaries. Make your way straight before me, for there is nothing reliable in what they say. Destruction is within them. Their throat is open to grave. Be flattered with their tongues. Punish them, God. Let them fall by their own schemes. Drive them out because of their many crimes, for they rebel against you. But let all who take refuge in you rejoice. Let them shout for joy forever. May you shelter them, and may those who love your name boast about you. For you, Lord, bless the righteous ones. You surround him with favor like a shield.
All right.
I hate
Any
reading.
comments?
I hate reading genealogies more than anything because I cannot pronounce half these names. Verse 6, 9:6. Whoever sheds human blood by humans, his blood will be shed. For God made humans in his image. If you kill someone, you should die by your blood. Basically, that's verse 5. And I will require a penalty for your lifeblood. I will require it from any animal and from any human. If someone murders a fellow human, I will require that person's blood, that person's life. And then it goes on to 6. Blood for blood.
What does God's covenant love show you about his heart towards you?
He wiped off everything because the world was wicked. And after the flood, talks to Noah and makes the promise with the rainbow. But then he says, no matter how wicked you guys are going to be, how wicked the world will be, I will never do this again. No matter how wicked we are, how sinful we are, he's established a plan for a way out. Obviously, we find out the good news later. How can you honor someone today in a way that reflects their value as an image bearer? Well, chapter 9:6. For God made humans in his image, so every human is made in the image of God. So, white, black, male, female, master, slave, as we find out later.
Red, yellow, black, or white, we are precious in his sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world.
And no matter what they do, if they're sinners, we should still love the sinner, hate the sin. We're all of equal value in his eyes. So we should still love people, try to lead them to Christ. Obviously, some are harder than others, but we still have to love them through everything, no matter what they do or say to us. We're still able to love them as image bearers of God.
We have to learn to look at people as if we're looking through God's eyes and not. Anything on Psalm 5? I highlighted that I pray to no one but you, and then make your way plain for me to follow. And then the very end, I love that. Like, I have it circled, and let all who take refuge in you rejoice. Let them sing joyful praises forever. Spread your protection over them, that all who love your name may be filled with joy. It's just one of those things where you're just like, amen.
Yeah. And Psalm 5 is one of the imprecatory psalms. If you don't know what an imprecatory psalm is, it's basically David, as he writes this, he's wishing for swift judgment on his opponents. So, like right where it says, verse 4, for you are not a God who delights in wickedness. Evil cannot dwell with you. The boastful cannot stand in your sight. You hate all evildoers. You destroy those who tell lies. The Lord abhors violent and treacherous things. So then jump down to 9. For there is nothing reliable in what they say. Destruction is within them. Their throat is open grave. They flatter with their tongues. Punish them, God. Like he's saying, punish them. Let's go. Punish them. Let them fall by their own schemes. Drive them out because of their many crimes, for they rebel against you. Like, it's one of those things where, David in the Psalms, he's like feeling all this emotion about everything that's going on. And one of those emotions is like, Lord, I'm praying to you to deal with my enemies as fast and quickly as you can because they're being wicked to me. It's kind of reflected in 1 Corinthians 5:5 too, when he talked about praying people into the hands of the devil. But this was obviously to the Lord. He's like, I want judgment on these people. And there's a bunch of them as we read through the Psalms. There's a bunch of them that this comes up into. But that's all I got for today. That was day 5 of 365. Peace.